day and welcome to the Sport Rep Show. My name is Jesse Jackson Kauraitha and I will be your host for today, unpacking the latest sports news in and beyond Namibian borders. And now for the latest on the hit list. And on the hit list, we start off with some weekend fixtures. Of course, there is a lot happening. Let's just look at what will be happening on Friday. There we have the cricket in Harare, Zimbabwe. It will be the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2026 qualifier Africa region bronze final, which will be between Tanzania versus Kenya. And then we have Namibia's Eagles versus Zimbabwe. We know that Namibia's Eagles already qualifying to the World Cup there. And then we have some athletics, which will be the Para World Athletics Championship in New Delhi, India. It's continuing there. Namibians scheduled to compete on Saturday and Sunday include Denzel Namene, T44, Ananias Hikongo, T11, guided by Ervin Shiwiyu. And then we have Chris Kinda, T11, guided by Kelvin Gagazip. And then we have Laya Ipinge, T12, guided by Katokeni Paulus, as well as Reynard Leonard and Johanna Benson, T37, and Petrus Karuli at T37 as well. And then we go down to mountain biking at Piet Retief, Mpumalanga, South Africa. The Namibian selection of under 20 riders, boys and girls, under 14, under 15, under 16 from the completed FNB schools MTB League will compete at the Sail Lab Schools MTB Series final from 4 to 5 October against South Africa's provincial teams, all that on Saturday as well. And then we look at mountain biking at the IJG Trials Klein Coupe. Namibian Rotary Club Cycle Classic mountain bike races distances 15 kilometers, 30 kilometers, as well as 45 kilometers. And then we have some road running in Swakopmund as well. The Bachumas Coastal Marathon, the marathon 42.2 kilometers starts at 6 at the Veneta Sports Field. The half marathon 21.1 kilometers starts at 6:45 at Langstrand. The 10-kilometer race starts at 6:30 and the 5-kilometer run at 8, both at Walvis Bay Private School. Both the longest distance roads also finish at the school grounds. Partial and road closures along the B2 between Swakopmund and Walvis Bay should be expected, along with stop-go controls and temporary 40-kilometer speed limits. Then we come back to what's happening here in Windhoek with the Namibia Netball MTC Namibia Premier League taking place. This is the final round of the 2025 season at Khomasdal Stadium. We have Unam Ongongo versus Afrocat Lions. That match starts at 8. And then Extreme Eagles versus Wanderers at 8. Oshalonjupa Nampol versus Namibian Navy. That match will take place at 9:30. And then we have Cougar Tops versus Namibia Correctional Service at 9:30. Unam Okongo versus Eastern Chiefs at 11. And then Afrocat Lions and Extreme Eagles at 11 as well. And then the Unam Jaguars will play the Namibian Navy at 12:30, while Tigers and Mighty Gunners battle it out also at 12:30. The Namibia Correctional Service and Osholonjupa Nampol at 1400. We also see Wanderers and Cougar Tops there. Then golf at Windhoek, the Nedbank Golf for Good Series final at Omea. The 25 winners from clubs all across the country had advanced to the final for the 14 tournament series. We also have some basketball, Commerce Basketball Premier League. That's at the Unam Gym Hall. The women's team will be Unam Phoenix versus Ongos Shooting Stars at 1600, while the men will see Quality Basketball Club versus Unam Wolves. And then we have some beach volleyball. DTS Liquid Fruit Spring Open hosted all day at DTS Beach courts. And then chess in Windhoek as well, where the Namibia Chess Federation Bank Windhoek Grand Prix Series reaches leg 18, held at Nictus Cultural Center. Meanwhile, 3 Namibians compete in the FIDE World Youth Chess Championship in Durrës, Albania. That is from today to the 16th of October. As well as we see some archery there. We have some archery taking place in Windhoek, the African Genesis Archery, Namibia's Windhoek Afrikaans Private School shoot at Wanderers in Pioneers Park. And then we have some rugby championship also. This is some international news where in Perth, Australia, battling New Zealand at 11-14, and in London we have Argentina battling the Springboks in that one. And then we have some rugby at Walvis Bay, Namibia under 20 training squad alignment camp. Registration is at 9 in the morning and the fitness testing from 10. And then we have the Rugby United Rugby Championship where we have Connacht versus Llanelli Scarlets, of course, at 14:55. And then we have Bulls versus Leinster, and then Benetton versus Glasgow Warriors at 18:30, and Munster versus Cardiff at 20:45. We have the English Premier League also there on Saturday, where Leeds United battle Tottenham Hotspurs at 13:30, and Arsenal plays, that is the London Derby, at 1600 hours, while Manchester United battled Sunderland at 1600 hours, and then Chelsea against Liverpool at 18:30. A very big match there. There's some international boxing taking place as well, and this is Bangkok Talent, where Russian Madiev of Kazakhstan takes on, that is Abed Shikongo of Namibia, of course, in a big one. And then Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, we have Jaron Ernest of USA battling Wizima Lima of Angola. And then we look at a Sunday where there will be road cycling in Windhoek. The Namibia Rotary Club Cycle Classic road starts and finishes at Escavia Club in Vicar Street, Olympia. Distances 25 kilometers to 60 kilometers. It is indeed an action-packed weekend. And now for some luck, let's look at our JSB bet segment after the break with Brian Munango and Javon Wilson.
Well, good day, viewers, and welcome back to another JSB Bet with the Best segment, where Javon Wilson and Brian Munango try and give you the best bets for the weekend, trying to help you make some money. And of course, that's what we do here. Javon, how you doing, my brother? It's been a minute.
Yeah, a little bit under the weather, but I'm all right. Another tough week for the faithful United, unfortunately.
For the faithful, we suffer. We continue to suffer. Luckily, I don't have Ashwin with me here, so that's a bit better, because with him, he doesn't let go. He doesn't stop. He continues. So it's nice to have you back in studio. Maybe a bit of luck this time, but yeah, how are you looking at the games of the weekend?
Look, it seems like I say this quite often now, but it's a must-win for United against Sunderland, newly promoted team. I mean, there's no reason why we should not get all 3 points there. Match of the week, Chelsea and Liverpool. We'll look at that in a moment. Interesting fixture there. I don't think Chelsea have been convincing Liverpool neither. So yeah, a couple of nice fixtures to look forward to.
Speaking of the match of the week, I think we have a look at that now. That's the game that we do have. I think Liverpool, the loss has been coming. They haven't been convincing. They've won the game, but in extra time, 4 out of 5 games now. Thoughts on this one? $5,000 in bonus money up for grabs.
Yeah, look, if you look at that previous fixture against Palace at Selhurst Park, if you are well organized, solid at the back, and you have that confidence to attack, I think Liverpool can be hurt. We saw that. They struggled against Burnley as well, late penalty there. So I definitely feel like if Chelsea are well organized at the back, they could definitely hurt Liverpool. Interesting fixture. I'll go both teams to score. My prediction will probably be 2-2.
2-0. I think I'm going to sit on the fence with you. I'm going to go 1-1. I think both teams are going to score, but I just can't seem to choose a winner because I don't think Chelsea have enough to hurt Liverpool and at the same time. But I think they can score. So, looking at something that you've been speaking about a lot this season, there's a big pool coming in October. If you are a man of betting, this is something that should interest you. 62 million pot guaranteed. What's the story there?
Yeah, just to clarify there, this is massive. This is for the very first time in Namibia. It's the pool will be over 100 million Namibian dollars. You heard that correctly. Over 100 million Namibian dollars. The 62 million is if there is only one winner. Then you are guaranteed to get 62. If there are two winners, the two winners will share. If it's a 100 million rand pool, 50 each. And so please get your bets in when the bets are open that week. Unfortunately, it's only in retail, selected stores. But yeah, just check our socials for more information.
That's a lot of money. All you need to do is pick 13 games, get them all correct, and you can walk away with your share of 100 million Namibian dollars. 62 if you are the only winner, which is a lot of money still. Cool. Not to waste any more time. I see we only have a couple of minutes left. Let's have a look at your bet slip. Tell me what you were thinking. Let's have a look at your bet slip. Let's skip the games for now. Tell us what you were thinking and what your thoughts were with those games.
Yeah, so Dortmund, Leipzig. I really like that fixture. I think that's a scoring game. There's a couple of goals there. That's straightforward. Barcelona. I mean, do I need to touch it? They were unlucky against PSG the other night. Would I say unlucky? Because PSG didn't even really have the main players. Not all the main players
didn't play.
Dembele wasn't there, yeah. So, and Barcelona at home, I definitely feel that they will come and try to collect those points there. United, as I mentioned, at Old Trafford, there's no reason why they should not collect all 3 points. I think City will be too strong for the Brentford. Inter Milan at home against Cremonese, I think that's an easy fixture. That's a banker. And then I go with Olympic Marseille. I think Greenwood and company have been outstanding, especially in Europe. I think they can continue that form in Liga.
I like the bet slip one. I think you put down $50. What was the amount?
Yeah, it's almost 10 odds. So you put 50, you win about $500.
If you go 100,
if you have a little bit extra money left after paying the rent, put down 500, you win about 5K.
There you have it. Cool. Mine is a bit simpler and shorter because I'm being more conservative. Having a look there, I think Leeds United and Tottenham Hotspurs, those are great odds. I'm going to go for over 2.5. I think both teams can score. Arsenal and West Ham. West Ham are going to struggle against this team. So I'm going to go Arsenal to win. And over 2.5, Ashwin is giving me the nod there, so I'm thinking he agrees. Manchester United and Sunderland. Jeff, I'm going to have to sit on the fence, and I'm going to say both teams to score. I know Red Devils can pull it through, but even if we do win or lose, I know both teams are going to score. Our defense is not just where it should be right now. And then West Ham and Wolverhampton Wanderers, I've gone for over 2.5. City to win, but at the same time, I think the Brighton can come over Wolverhampton and win that game. So those are our bet slips. If you did not listen to what we're saying, just go back, copy the codes. We did share the codes, and then you can place your bet slip, play around with the games. You don't necessarily have to do what we are doing. Gamble responsibly and make sure that you are 18 and older. And from us in studio, we'll be seeing you guys again next week, same time, same place.
Now, Namibia's para-athletes have been in India where they are competing for top honors there. They have been there and competing, of course, in the International World Paralympics Championship. Now, we just gathered a couple of videos in terms of how the team arrived, how they performed, and how they felt after some of those performances as they head into the final weekend. Let's enjoy that.
For the opportunity that you have facilitated and made possible for us to come here, us being myself, Gabriel Siningo, the High Commissioner of Namibia to India. accompanied by my colleague, Mr. Tangeni Mulunga. Tangeni Mulunga is our first secretary, meaning that he's my deputy at the High Commission. Now, we are really quite excited to be here and to see you being here. Yourself, as well as the honorable officials, the coaches, the athletes, and the guides. Being here, of course, representing Namibia, putting the name of our country on the map. As the High Commission, of course, we will be joining some of on some of the days when the participation is going to take place, of course, to cheer you as you are celebrating your participation and obviously during the same time, hopefully enjoying the culture of this country while proudly representing our country. At the mission, we are 5 Namibians. We have a special heart, a soft heart for athletics, in the sense that in my earlier years, there was a time when I served as the permanent secretary, which is now called the executive director of the Ministry of Sport. I then at that time had opportunities to have more interactions with athletes and so on. I extend our assurance of the support from our part. If there is in any way or manner that we can help and ease your visit, your tour, to be more convenient, please do not hesitate to speak to us. Mr. Mlunga's number already you have, of course. Tangani, then you can also share my mobile number. Enjoy your participation and really wishing you all success and all the best.
Chris Kinder, T11 Namibian sprinter. I recently did the 100 meter. The body is a bit rusty, but yeah, we managed to run, but we hope to go through the semi. So yeah.
Hi guys, I'm Karule Bedrus. Today I raced my last final for 400 meter. Yeah, still I make a PB for my previous time. Yeah, even though this is my last race, alright. Still I'm hoping next time to come with a strong time and win my race.
Yes.
Sir.
Yes.
Okay. So my name is Emmanuel Bernardo. I'm 11 years late. I just participated now in the 100 meters. So with the preparations, that's not going well, but I'm a little bit just disappointed because I wasn't expecting to run this time that I ran right now. But above all, I enjoyed the race.
Raymond Mulere, and I'm a T46 100 meter sprinter. I just finished my heat. I was in the first heat. It went pretty well. Still need to tweak some stuff, lost some stuff along the way, but it was a good race overall. I believe I ran a season's best. Didn't check the time yet, but it felt pretty good. And I'm grateful to represent, including everyone and making it a fair ground for everyone and giving fair opportunity to everyone is really important. So yeah, I'm happy to see that.
And we're looking at global partners like Hyundai coming in and supporting an event like this as well. So such backing from such large corporates, how does that encourage you?
Well, this encourages me to work hard because backing from Hyundai shows the whole world is watching, not just people with disability, but it puts us out there because when Hyundai has it on, everyone that drives a Hyundai or everyone that's interested in getting one, yeah, they'll be watching, and I'm glad. Well, when I first walked in was when we were doing the practice starts. I believe it was on Thursday. This is an amazing stadium because you have a warm-up track. Warm-up track is up to standard. Going into the building for my call after my call room to wait for my heat. They have an indoor track. That's something we don't see back at home. So this is an amazing feeling, and the atmosphere at the stadium was great. And the officials are really polite and nice with us. So I really like it.
Yeah, Ananias Shikongo, the troublemaker on the track. So the heat was okay. I'm just getting ready to qualify for the semi-final. I know for sure my time is to make it for the semi-final. Yeah, but yeah, I'll come back strong because I realized a mistake that I did from the beginning, and then yeah, somewhere there. But I know in the semi-final I can play smart.
And now, before we hear from Ariel Hart on the latest international news, let us revisit the Brave Warriors squad that has two important matches against Liberia and Tunisia in the last World Cup qualifying matches of the group. Of course, important matches that they need to win in this month in order to bolster their chances of at least qualifying to the playoffs of the World Cup qualifiers. Now let's look at the team from the goalkeepers as they are in camp right now. So it's Edward Malva, Kamayanda Ndisiro, and Jonas Mateu. Some of those players still not in camp because they are representing their clubs in South Africa, of course. And let's look at the midfielders there now. We can have some of the midfielders and forwards: Paulus Amutenya, Alpheus Levy, Aprocius Petrus, Dynamo Friedrichs, as well as Moses Shidolo, Shipe Karuombe, Tarek Mudeu, Willie Stefanes, Erastus Kalula, and Elias Hambonga, as well as Peter Shalulile and David Ndauyemwa. And we look at the defense, the last line of defense in the team. There we have Charles Hambira, Kennedy Ape, Cisco Harasep, Gero Katwa, Ivan Kamberipa, Sergio Damasep, Ryan Hanamuk, David Aingwafa, and Kennedy Amutenya. All these players should represent the team. Well, after this, it will be Ariel Hart to give you the latest international news. From me, Jesse Jackson Kauraitha, it is goodbye.
Good day, everyone. Time for international sports news, and starting off with soccer news first from the Champions League. And it was Arsenal that continued a perfect start in the Champions League. They played at home, they played against Olympiacos, and they beat them by 2-0. Not a good result ever for Manchester City. It's Manchester City that played in Monaco, and that game ended in a 2-2 draw. Newcastle beat Union Saint-Gilloise. They beat them by 4-0. And then other results is Dortmund. They too strong for Athletic. The score there was 4-1. And then Napoli beat Sporting. That was 2-1, and that game was played at Napoli. Looking forward to soccer this coming weekend. It's English Premier League that will continue. Arsenal, they play at home against West Ham. And then Manchester City, they have a away game against Brentford. And Manchester United, they at home against Sunderland. And then log leaders Liverpool, they away in a tough game against Chelsea. Moving on to cricket news, it's a Women's 50-over World Cup currently being played in India and Sri Lanka. And it was Australia that beat New Zealand by 89 runs, a high-scoring game. Australia scoring 326 in their first innings, or their 50 overs, are bowled out in the last over. It was Ash Gardner that scored 115 runs off just 83 deliveries for Australia. She came in at number 6. So great performance by Ash Gardner. And then also it was New Zealand that came into bat. They lost the game by 89 runs because they only scored 237, also bowled out. And it was Sophie Devine, the only batsman that scored runs. She made 112 runs for New Zealand. Closing off today's international sports news, it is tennis news. It's the China Open that continues. In the women's side of the draw, the WTA, it is Coco Gauff that's through to the semi-final. She beat Eva Leis of Germany by 6-3 and 6-4 to advance to the semi-final. In the semi-final, she will either play Amanda Imesinova or she will play against Jasmine Paolini. These two still needs to play in the quarter-final. The winner will play against Coco Gauff in the China Open. That's international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day. We talk international sport again tomorrow. Goodbye.